Welcome to We Funny AF, formerly the Imperial Ink Live podcast. Same crew, new dude. We got the upper echelon, end all be all, duality part 108, hold up, available across all streaming services. We still have the same website set up for merch at imperialinkmusic.com. Various t-shirts and masks, and we also have new merch on the way specifically for the podcast, and it's coming soon. So, let's get into this, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, them Imperial boys is back. Yeah. And of course, you know we had to come back on some new shit. Yeah. So, without further ado, I welcome you to the We Funny AF podcast. Yeah. I'm the one and only Figgz. I'm with my main man Figgz. And we about to take you there. Let's go. We Funny AF. 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 We funny, we funny, we funny, we funny, we funny, What's up? Welcome to We Funny AF.
We stay that way.
Figgz and me were having a conversation off the air that we figured we would just throw into the mix of what we be chatting about, and it's kind of a serious topic, but it ain't at the same time. But we're gonna talk about it anyway, and that would be, I guess he called it "nigga please."
Nigga please. You gotta say it like that though.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Nigga please.
It's when the word "nigga" is used by someone that is, I guess,
not a nigga. just plain and fucking simple. This is not a nigga.
And we're not saying with the hard R. We're saying it with the A at the end. There's a difference. We'll talk about that too. I think we talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again. But in my case, I had a situation where I work, we have a chat room that we keep up with goings-ons in our particular section of where we work. And, you know, like sometimes you go in there and you got to find people to work here and cover this and that. And we sometimes get in random discussions that are just silly. You know, it's nothing to be taken serious. But I think it was last night. Yeah, I don't know when last night was, so it don't matter. That's neither here nor there. But a dude was in the chat room and said somebody told him that they wanted their vape back. And he said, okay, nigga, I hear you. And this, keep in mind, this is a white dude. And he just announced it in the chat room like it was not a big thing, which I guess to some is not a big thing. But for me, it's a big goddamn thing. So I got in there and was like, nigga, you know, and then one of my friends was like, right. And he was like basically saying he didn't mean anything by it. It's just how him and his friends talk and this, that, and the other. And I said, well, look, I don't want to mean or cause any harm to you at all. I like you. But you might want to think about using that, because sometimes you're going to come across somebody that ain't as nice as me and they're going to be in your face about it.
Right.
So you might want to like think about that. And he was apologizing and shit. I said, what you should do is delete it out of this chat and don't let it leave your mouth again. You know?
Oh, you got stern in the
end. And so it just tripped me out that this kid thought it was okay for him to do that. Now, what made me not go insane on him was the fact that he's like 19, 20. He's a youngin'. And nowadays, that word doesn't have the same significance it did for us as growing up. And I totally understand that. Things change, you know, and they're bound to change. But I'm not there yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not there quite yet. You know, and I just let him know I don't want nothing to happen to him. But him being so loose with that, thinking it's okay for everybody to say it, you got to be careful with that kind of shit, because somebody's going to take care of you if you don't.
Well, you know, it's funny because not too long ago, me and my girl had a conversation about this because me and her was around a couple, and obviously the girl in the couple who was white felt okay to say the word around her boyfriend who was black.
Okay.
He didn't seem too distraught about it, and she seemed like she was cool with it.
Okay.
And she actually said it one time while my girl was there. And let me explain my girl for you. My girl fights for black rights more than black people. And sometimes it be making me mad, but at the same time, like, you can't say that kind of shit in front of her. She's gonna pop off.
Right.
My girl's gonna stop you dead in your tracks,
whether
I do or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. And she always misses the juicy shit because we be places and people will say shit, and I be looking at her like, "What you gonna say?" And then like later, I find out she didn't hear it. I be like, "Well, I guess I'm glad because you would have popped off and we'd have got asked to leave." But at the same time, and that's a lot of that shit going on, like you said, with the young people. Like that's normal language for them these days.
Yeah.
That's normal language for the.
And to be honest with you, like I said, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying.
And it's hard. You know how I feel about the word.
Oh yeah.
I can't help but to say it.
Right.
I be talking. You already hear how I talk to my dog. I'm like, nigga, you just gonna eat half of it, leave the other half. Nigga, what's wrong with you? I call everybody nigga. It was so bad I was calling my grandchildren niggas and shit.
Really?
I had to catch me. I had to learn how to not do that because I'd look at it and be like, little nigga, get off that thing. Look, he's a little nigga. And he's white. I mean, so,
what you gonna do when that kid go to school and say that shit? Because it's in his head now.
And I had to stop. And actually, he don't need no help because the school system that he's in, that's a normal word. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't wait to that day to where we have to. I said I can't wait. Yeah, I can wait for the rest of my life to the day we got to explain what I stopped. I had to curve it a little bit.
Right.
I don't say that shit in front of them.
Right.
But it makes me mad because it's a word we took and it's a word we made popular for ourselves or made we kind of desensitized ourselves to that word by using it in our everyday speech and our culture. Now, but what makes me mad is people want to use it to look cool. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like you. Just because we took it and made it cool, you shouldn't be able to. It's just something we have that you don't have.
Right.
Leave it at that. Y'all got all kinds of shit we can't have. I mean, I don't mean to be
good
like
credit.
Yeah,
I get that. I totally understand that, and that's like when I was telling you about a conversation that somebody else I know had, where it was between a black lady and a black man, and there happened to be a white lady who was standing there. And it was one of them. It was a conversation. Black folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's one of them conversations you can have with another black person, and you immediately relate to each other because you're both black.
Right.
And it's something you both been through. It's something you both experienced. So you both know what it means. The white lady was there, and she was kind of offended because she was like, "Why does it have to be just about black people?" And she had to be told that it wasn't that. It was just about black people. It's just that because us being black is something that we both can relate to. It's something you'll never be able to. You can empathize, but you'll never be able to relate to it because it's never going to happen to you. It was one of them type situations, and I've had to do that before too, with a friend of mine at work years ago, back when the Colin Kaepernick, I think I told you about that too.
Right.
The whole Colin Kaepernick thing happened, and she was like mad because she felt like he was born with the silver spoon in his mouth, and that he had it. Why should he protest? Because he had it good growing up. He was fine. He had money going into it. And I said, I can basically break that down to you real quick. I was like, it's because he, in 80% of America's eyes, is always going to be a nigger. Always, so that's why he has the right to protest.
And even more diplomatic than that, like, we need somebody like him to protest for the people whose voice is not being heard.
Yes,
you know
that's why it was so important for him to do what he did when he did it. A lot of people was like, I don't think he should have done that then during a football game, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, when could he have done it?
Right.
He wasn't getting attention any other place at the time,
I was so sick of that as that was going on, because people were just really still missing the point. And the point wasn't that he was trying to make y'all see that America needs some help.
Yeah.
We fucked up. We are part of America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need some help. We tired of getting abused and police brutality and all of these things. And he's basically saying, he's going to kneel during the anthem. Maybe he don't feel American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But,
And it's really hard to feel American to an anthem that wasn't written for you in the first place. I mean, granted, it probably means a lot different to other people now, seeing that it's been put out there. But,
I heard some extra parts to that.
Well, yeah, because it's written basically saying slaves ain't going to make it. That's pretty much what it was saying.
I didn't. And I think it was Wi-Fi pointed that to me. I'm not sure, but there's extra verses.
Yeah, there are several. I think there's like 3 verses to that song. And the second one ain't no joke. It basically says, if you are black, this is not for you.
Right. So,
And I was like, it's hard to feel. Now, if you had something like America the Beautiful, that it's not about slavery, it's not about any of that, it's just about America being a beautiful place for everybody to live. That would be perfect.
We
that
can
would
represent
be great.
that great.
Yeah, everybody can represent that. But this other one is kind of, I get it, but I get why it's so popular, and I get why people still love it. I get the patriotism behind it. I totally understand that. But at the same time, I wish people would just take into consideration that it wasn't for anybody that wasn't white.
And I just say, man, in this day and age, being so tired of all of it, I say this. I say that if you want to use it, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But one of these days, like you said, you're going to use it around somebody who ain't going to maybe
be where we are, or you are with it,
I mean, I'm going to tell you that don't do it again.
Right.
And depending on how you say it, like I said, it can still go up.
Yeah, it's
but at the same
context,
time,
I'm telling you, there's context involved.
But at the same time, like, you play with fire, you get motherfucking burnt. So
absolutely,
don't be over there. Don't call. I swear to God, don't ever just call a nigga. Just don't think you got like that. Be like, hey, nigga, like dude that. If that was the right motherfucker that y'all had working with y'all, he'd have been come to work the next day and somebody put something on his ass.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that kind of thing. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate for something like that.
I'm not cool with that.
I'm
not going to sit there and allow my female to, which, let me make it clear, she has never, but
right.
I mean, I don't know. We ain't that cool.
Right.
I don't know. But,
that's a thin line, boy, that people walk on.
But like I said, once again, it's hard for me because you
use the word so much. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna use the word nigga. There ain't no niggas to call niggas.
End All Be All is available right now, y'all. Go check it out. But yeah, I it's a lot to that. A whole bunch to that. But you know what? Let's just segue into what we was calling your final thought. And we're gonna make this whole thing just your a final thought episode. You was talking about.
Well, it's about niggas, so
right.
it will segue.
Just go ahead and tie it in.
Cheap ass niggas
And
cheap ass niggas.
What exactly are you referring to? I mean, what happened that brought this on?
It's this one nigga. It's one nigga.
Uh-huh.
I was minding my business like I always the fuck am. Laying in my bed, chilling, watching TV.
Uh-huh.
And this nigga hit me up talking about, you got a smoke machine? I said, everybody knows I got smoke machines, but you know, they got lights on them. I said, nah, I don't, I got the one smoke machines. I said, what do you need them for?
Uh-huh.
He said, I'm going to use them for some Halloween decorations.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, well, man, you know, I ain't really got that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then the nigga texts back and says, you wouldn't happen to have a 20-gallon trash can and a dryer hose? I said, damn, nigga. You want to motherfucking decorate for Halloween, but you want to borrow all the materials to decorate with.
And the reason I did that was because I knew the reaction I was going to get from you. I didn't need all that shit from you. I was going to get it any damn way. But I wanted to ask you because
no,
I knew your ass was
nigga,
gonna
if I'd have said I had it, you'd be like, cool, I'll be down there to get it.
You right. But I already had it in my head I was going to get it anyway.
Some of y'all niggas just drive me crazy. Y'all borrow anything. I got one.
Let me borrow your microwave.
I got one of my niggas call me one day and say, hey, let me borrow your grill lid.
Lid?
Yeah, just the lid. I'm like, what the fuck you want with a grill lid, nigga? Did you lose your grill lid and you cooking out today? He's like, nah, I'm burning stumps in the yard and I want to cover it so that the shit don't fly all over. And after that, it made sense. I gave the nigga them grill lid and I ain't seen it since. The grill all rust, it's time to throw it away now, so he can keep the grill lid.
Grill lid.
Well, who calls you and asks you for a grill lid? You one of them niggas too.
I didn't say I wasn't. I'm not even trying to argue with you
I
about
don't
it.
like y'all niggas.
I'm not even trying to argue
Y'all
with you.
borrow
about it.
anything.
You said in the text, you said most people borrow sugar.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's true. But do you have any of that shit?
No. I said I got a 30-gallon.
I was like, that's too big.
He's
I'm
like,
good,
well,
though.
it ain't going to be borrowed because the one I need, I got to drill holes in it.
Yeah.
You got to drill? That's what was coming next. But the audacity to decide you wake up one day and decide, hey, I'm going to decorate. Let me call Figgz to see if he got a trash can and a dry hose and a smoke machine.
Yeah, why not? Shit.
You was going to make a ghost, wasn't you?
No.
That inflated or something?
No, I'm making low laying fog. That's what you know how the fog machines work. They just basically blow out big puffs of fog and it's just everywhere. If you set it up a certain way, you can make it to where it just lays on the ground. And that's what I was going to do. I'm still going to do it, but that's what I was getting
You
at.
going to do it with your own motherfucking smoke machine and your own dryer hose and your own trash can. I told you to take your ass to Walmart, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
You had to take your ass to Walmart.
That was the best conversation ever.
But cheap niggas, there's a lot of cheap niggas.
I'm still bugging on the grill lid. That's fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Who asked for a grill is?
I'm not telling because I
wasn't asking who was it. I'm just saying in
my
general.
homie, but,
who asked for a grill?
But he'll ask for some wild shit too. Hey, you got a sprinkler system? Can I borrow your sprinkler? I'm gonna plug it up to my water hose. Just weird shit,
random shit.
Niggas will, and niggas be over your eye. Have you ever had? I know you have.
Okay,
but do you have niggas that come in here and be eye hustling? Do you know what eye hustling is?
Just looking at your shit.
Yeah, to see what the fuck they can borrow.
Yeah,
niggas be in my house like it's a store.
I have had it happen before, but it's been a while because I don't have a lot of people come.
Oh, when'd you get this? Hey man, let me hold this 3 weeks. Movies especially. Yeah, motherfuckers want your movies.
Yeah, we already done that. We went through losing movies and shit before, but yeah, I guess I'm cheap. But you
are a cheap ass nigga.
I'm not.
When we go out, you want all the special shit.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like when we went to that restaurant in Atlanta, you wasn't gonna stop till we got that pot sucker juice.
Oh, you talking about y'all Atlanta Mary Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, no,
you don't let shit slide like that.
No, I wasn't gonna do that because y'all were the first. That was the first time y'all were there, and they only do it for first timers. They don't do it for everybody. I'd already had it. I just wanted y'all to have the full experience.
You the type of nigga at the cookout that'll fix a plate at the same time to go.
Hell yeah, absolutely,
nigga. That's cheap.
That ain't cheap because black people expect that.
How much you chip in?
It don't matter. It could be a situation where you're invited to somebody's cookout, and they'll usually tell you to make a plate to go home.
Nigga, you follow free food.
Yeah, hell yeah. What black person don't?
Because you don't like to pay. You cheap.
What black person have you met that don't get a to-go plate at a cookout? Yourself included.
I might, but I don't fix it at the same time I'm fixing the first one.
It don't matter when you fix it. You fixed it, so it don't matter. You still do cheap. You cheap.
But the fucked up thing about it is you ain't cheap on some shit. Like
it depends.
You ain't cheap on a motherfucking cell phone.
No. But the reason why is because I know that cell phone's gonna last me about 7 or 8 years. I'm not gonna go buy all these different random phones and then they fuck up after a year. I'm not doing that.
Nigga, I done had my phone for 5 years and it ain't fucked up.
Well, that's good. I've had this one since there's been like 4 models that came out after it. And
I took you to get that motherfucker.
And I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me to keep buying.
But I bet your macaroni and cheese in here is generic.
I ain't got none in there right now. So I can't go with that one.
But you got an iPhone. Oh, hell, you ain't even got none.
I don't got no mac and cheese right now.
You don't buy the right Kool-Aid. You buy Flavor Aid.
I don't buy Kool-Aid. I don't drink Kool-Aid. I drink water. Nigga.
That's why you over here woofing about that bleach. Cheap ass nigga.
That's because bleach is bleach. I don't give a fuck what you say. Bleach is fucking bleach. Clorox is a brand name. Bleach is bleach. Nigga, if I went and got some regular ass bleach and put a Clorox label on it and gave it to you, you would not know the fucking difference.
I guarantee you I would.
Probably.
I guarantee you I motherfucking would. There's a different smell to the cheaper bleach. I'm telling you, motherfucker.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And any young motherfuckers that got any problems with me and the bleach and want to start that shit up again, I am here.
You the one that brought it up. I wasn't gonna talk about no fucking bleach.
Well, I'm just telling you how cheap you are.
But bleach is bleach.
You don't even buy the cheap ramen noodles. You buy the extra cheap ramen.
What's the extra cheap? There's no extra cheap.
They ain't even
it's either
made
ramen or it ain't.
That ain't made by Moroccan or whatever. Whatever Marusian or whatever the name of it. You get the food club,
the food club version of ramen noodles.
Ramens.
That's the dumbest shit I've heard in my life.
I don't like y'all cheap niggas.
Well, like I said,
Every time we go somewhere, y'all got receipt. Y'all got motherfucking coupons.
I'm like this. You. If you're not smart, you will get what you pay for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the whole cell phone situation.
Well, I'm surprised. As cheap as you are, why don't you coupon? Why don't you do couponing?
Well, because I don't buy a lot of shit. I'm not one to go out and just shop and buy a bunch of stuff. I just don't. I never have. But when I do go out, I shop smart. I don't shop.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I try to bargain.
Grab shit.
I try to bargain, but
yeah.
I
look for. I know where deals are and what I'm looking for. I'm usually specific on what I'm looking for, and if it's there and it's what I need, I'll get it, you know.
Yeah, you buy the George Clem Springs water.
What the
you don't get no Deer Park.
No, because it's water. I mean, that's fucking dumb. It doesn't make any sense to pay $3 for a bottle or what is it, $6 for Evian, and then like $2 for like a Dasani.
I don't fuck with
and
Evian.
even $2 for Have you ever had it?
But my favorite water is Fiji or Fuji.
Oh, Fuji.
If I could afford it, that's what I would drink. But
to me, it's just water, and I love water, so I won't buy bottled water because I just drink it out of the tap. I'll drink it. Think nothing about it.
You drink it out of water hose.
Only when I was a kid. Now that's nasty.
But who wants
it tastes like hose.
Where do they do that at, though?
What?
Borrow fucking decorations. Where do they do that?
Over here at my house, I'll borrow some decorations. If you got them and you ain't using them, I'll ask you for them. So y'all, Figgz don't have. He don't really care for cheap people. So
I don't like cheap niggas.
Don't ask him for shit.
when you order them wings and they bring them to your table and then they bring you your ticket, don't be like, God damn, God, I didn't know these shit, damn.
My sister did that the other night. We went to Red Lobster. She got her bill back and said, fuck, out of nowhere. Yeah, right. And Tim and Christian were like in tears laughing so hard. Yeah. That's like the second time she has been to a restaurant and not paid attention to prices.
Yeah, and
she did it one other time. Did I tell you about the IHOP situation?
No.
Y'all, years ago, me, Tim, my sister, I think Nita might have been there. It was a bunch of us went to IHOP. And IHOP has omelets, but you can get whatever you want in that omelet. In that omelet, but everything you get is a price.
Right.
Every topping you add is more.
Sure.
She got an omelet and got I don't know how much shit on it, but her bill came to like $30. She was mad as fuck and has not been to IHOP since. That shit had us in tears. We thought she knew what she was doing. And I was like, you do know. I didn't say that at the time because I thought she knew what she was doing. I said afterward, you got to pay for every one of them toppings.
And I do that though, but I really don't give a fuck. Like when me and my girl go out, especially if her son, we order 2-3 appetizers, and then we order our food. And we fight over who's gonna pay. Like,
oh, do you?
Yeah, it's a big extravagant deal because I be trying to pay and she's trying to pay, but. Sometimes they had that motherfucking receipt to me and it'd be crazy. I'd be fucking with the waitress. I'd be like, oh, my neck and my back. Like, oh, shit. Baby, start the car up. I'm on my way.
We about to dine and dash this bitch. But, she wasn't having it that night.
But I have been surprised a couple times. I have got carried away. Went in a motherfucking place hungry and ordered up everything at the menu. And like, damn, I'm going to have to use my card. I don't know if I got enough cash. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man.
Are you a good tipper?
I'm a great tipper.
Good.
I always over-tip.
That's good. Because some people are cheap. Like at work the other day, this one of the dudes had an order for $130 and got $5.
Nigga, I'm gonna find them people and fight them. You can at least,
people are cheap.
Yeah.
It's insane. They think $3 on a $40 ticket is going to make some dent in somebody's. I mean, it helps. Any bit helps,
right.
But That's cheap, y'all. Come on.
But I will tip according to service also, though. Like, I mean, I am an over tipper, but sometimes you get a waitress or a waiter that's just so fucking nasty that I'm kind of like, I ain't giving him shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him. I got one sip of drink.
That happened to us one time at one of the Mexican restaurants here in town where the server was just horrible. Horrible. We didn't tip shit, but my hat on the way out. Right. Because he didn't deserve it. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. But normally, I'm going to tip.
But, I mean, I'm sure most people at most restaurants, when they see niggas coming, they like, oh, shit. We about to get fucked. It's about to be bullshit here.
It happens, boy. I tell you what. It happens. Like some of the servers I know, they know the ones that's going to tip, and they know the ones that's going to, that's not going to tip. They know. And when they come in, and they fight over who has to wait on. Shit be cracking me up.
I waited on it last time. That nigga had 4 quarters.
That's exactly what it's like. I remember one dude got fired from where I work because the people who he waited on tipped him like 85 cents or something like that, and he took it out to him and threw it at him and said, you need this worse than I do. And of course they fired him, but he just couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, I don't think I would do that, but I get it. I get the frustration. So Figgz don't like cheap people.
I don't.
So I guess we gonna head off to the next one.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, y'all. We out.